Ah, bugger all. Oh well. Greetings, I am back. This is Demonocalypse. Again, not getting many views on these anymore. Completely understand. Fallout 4 is just a lot more alluring, I guess you could say. Anyways, I believe the next, expansion pack on the list is World Blue, so we'll be heading in that direction today. Uh, Not much more to say than that. Um, yeah, I'm not exactly sure what I want to do at the moment. I mean, this will go up on Thursday. I don't think I'll get any views on it, quite frankly, but um, I guess the best thing I can say right now is that I have over 70 episodes recorded of Fallout 4. A lot of them is just me wandering around killing things, which can get boring. I completely understand, but I am very much enjoying it. I'm uploading them at a week at a time, so eventually I'll get rid of my backlog of videos and finally start recording something fresh. But I got like 2 months of videos, so it's gonna take a while. 2, 3 months actually, yeah. But other than that, this game, Fallout New Vegas still doesn't look that bad. I mean, sure, when you put in the ENB stuff, presets and stuff like that, I think it still looks quite good. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do in addition to this as a more long-term project. Thinking about maybe doing Fallout, Mass Effect. But then again, that's another game that I kind of burned myself out on, so I'm not sure if it'd be a good idea for me to play again. Probably something fresh, something that I haven't done anything on, because it is quite right. I have completely burned myself out on Fallout New Vegas long before I started this series, so unfortunately it is kind of sad. But nothing's perfect. Certainly not this game with that pop-in. Fallout 4 still has a ludicrous amount of pop-in. But the only thing I'm really angry about is the fact that,
Retribution! Retribution! Retribution!
oh, this is silly. Yeah, the only thing that I'm... What was it? Like, Fallout 4 still doesn't look that great. But there's still a lot of things about it that's like, doesn't look that great. Why do I need such a powerful machine to play this? And even on a machine as powerful as mine, why is it that I'm still getting massive frame rate drops in certain areas? And a lot of people have already come forward and said, there's textures here, they're 2K, and yet they don't need to be 2K. They're blurry at 2K, and when you shrink them down to 1K or again 512, and then sharpen them, they look better. So it's kind of hard to say what Bethesda was really going after there. Ow. I think that was a leg. Not certain about that though. Nipton. Usually the place where you get your first energy weapon.
Another kill to my name. Retribution.
Well, finger of suspicion. Yeah, I never actually ever did that quest. Didn't do a lot of those bounty hunt type quests, unfortunately. I gotta come back at midnight for this, don't I? Am I in combat? I guess I am. One thing I am missing from Fallout 4 there is the zoom with power armor helmets. It really helps. Or at least it makes things interesting anyways. Okay. I don't have to wait that long. Let's try 4 hours for now. Hey, someone's eye. Teleportation! Teleport fucking tation!
In the years before the Great War, Big Mountain had been the home to the brightest minds of the 21st century. Scientists of vision were drawn to the facility to tackle the greatest technological challenges of the era. They sought to create a new world, fueled by technology for the benefit of all mankind. Sonic emitters, space-age alloys, DNA hybridization, force field particle research, autodoc advances in cranial, cardiac, and trauma surgery. The hopes and dreams of a century became realities in the electronic forges of Big Mountain. The nucleus of this research was the Dome, a huge stone facility that held the labs of every science known to man. It was a think tank where no problem could not be solved, where no question could not be answered. The Great War brought a new energy to Big Mountain and its scientists. Although sheltered from the front lines, the scientists waged their own war, fighting their battles at the atomic level. Equations and calculations marched endlessly across chalkboards and computer terminals toward one solution: winning the war. For years, the minds and computers of Big Mountain were a blaze of trajectories, weapon schematics, and nuclear theories. The problems began to outpace the solutions, first geometrically, then exponentially. As the war escalated, so did the questions. On the night of October 23rd, 2077, the scientists received an answer that put all their questions to rest. In the aftermath, Big Mountain's silent experiments went to sleep, their creators slowly dying in the new world that had been left behind. And the great stone in the middle of the big empty lay untouched, filled with countless technological wonders. Wonders that, in the end, had been answers to the wrong question.
How does it end the war without total thermonuclear devastation? Unfortunately.
System shutting down.
I'm still walking around in my fucking helmet. I don't have a neck! That's terrible. My guess being...
Power armor initializing. Optimizing system enhancements.
Ah, the sink. Huh.
I thought I heard the pacification field kick in. All right, shh. Nobody move. I'll handle this. Be warned, intruder. You are in the presence of a mighty think tank of Big Mountain. The collective geniuses of... We... By Oppenheimer, which one of you self-professed geniuses has been adjusting my volume knob? Who was it? Was it you, 8? Oh, Dr. O, was it? Likely story. O couldn't spark 2 neurons if they were in a lattice of biomed gel.
What? Me? Breaking news, Klein. It wasn't me, all right? I'm the robotical engineer. 8 is sound waves. That's his specialty. You always do this. You always demean me in front of guests. And it's not O, all right? It's...
Enough! Either of you do it again, it'll be the last time. Now... Great. Now I forgot what I was saying. What was I talking about? Did it just say something? Anyone catch that? It's a lobotomite! Here, in the dome! Oh, as if this situation couldn't get any worse. Now we've got lobotomites! Dalla!
Dr. Klein, if my hypothesis is correct, this lobotomite is the repository of the brain we sent the signal to, the skinvelope once containing it. If so, it's proof that there may indeed be something beyond the crater. Just look at it. The way it blinks. It's like a big, hairless teddy bear.
I know what it is, Dollar. I want to know why it's done. And are those penises I see wriggling on its feet? Disgusting.
I believe those are toes, Dr. Klein. Little teddy bear toes. Penises are much larger than those tiny extremities. Not that I would know.
I don't recall the human penis ever being that large.
It depends on one's own frame of reference, Dr. O. Look at its little nose with its 2 orifices for ingesting oxygen.
Noses? Why, the great static. These lobotomites confound me with their... Now it's... Dr. Klein, wait. It's been following our
I agree with Boros's histrionic findings. This little lobotomite is unusually attentive for something whose brain...
Nonsense.
Ace, have you been in the mentats again? If we slow down our oral processoreceptors to understand this excretion, we'll all be rendered...
All of you, power down. Those were words, weren't they? In the form of... Our efforts have turned again.
Perhaps as we were ruthlessly lobotomizing it with our cutters.
Wait. If what you're theorizing is...
Then this may be... Dr. Klein.
If it isn't my old colleagues, the mighty think tank of Big Mountain. Big fools, all of you. It is I, Dr. Mobius, transmitting from my dome-shaped dome in the Forbidden Zone. A zone that is, yes, forbidden to you! Even now, my deadly robo-scorpions swarm across Big Mountain with their pincers and pointy laser tails. Soon, all science will be mine! Even the technology sealed in the Big Mountain research centers cannot save you. So cower in your think tank. Wait for the end. That's all. Goodbye.
Mobius. Always the same broadcast. He's clear.
What are we going to do? There's no way we can breach the forbidden...
The Forbidden Zone, where no...
Except Dr. Mobius.
And Dr. Mobius
What? Ask the lobotomite for...
If this lobotomite responded, Dr. Klein, then it is clearly intelligent.
But what of its brain? We scooped that out. We don't even know where we left it.
Yes, but it's still... If we ask it politely and leave the part about the unnecessary, ruthless lobotomizing out... We removed your brain. Yes. So soft, barely wrinkled, yet so flush with... Brain extraction technology has been standard practice at Big Mountain for an...
Once the brain was out, then came the coils. The Tesla coils. The coils of Nikola Tesla.
That's 5%. Minimum +1.
Yeah, 8, no need to brag. Wherever your brain is, it's transmitting thoughts to you.
This is fortunate in many respects. If your brain was anywhere in the dome, why, you could access...
Circumventing the pacification field. This is a no. Reminds me of my day.
That is my... Although in truth, the autodoc had done most of the work already. Quite industrious, almost cut into all my investigations. Once it had removed the brain and I misplaced it, other organs began to cry for direction, using your nerves as telegraph wires. Rather than let them send their signals, I removed them as well. Shh, little organs. Go to sleep in your tanks. Dala loves you.
First was the heart.
Heartless perk. Will regulate bleeding and healing, allowing all healing items, chems to function at a higher level, 25%. Robots are not confused by you and 50% likely to score a critical hit.
Oh, wait, I mean, second was the heart. Brain was first. Third was the spine.
Charles can no longer be crippled, and your strength and damage threshold has been increased by +1.
Spine. Totally overrated. Look at me, with my lumbar and thoracic curvature. Never had a use for any of that.
To be correct, you should say The auto dock took out your brain. It did all the heavy lifting. It has never worked so hard before. It was unusual. It worked so hard on your surgery, it destroyed its own memory. How odd. I bet your brain remembers what happened.
That auto-dock junk heap was one of Mobius's creations, like the rest of the talking scrap metal in the attic.
After that, the brain lost itself. Not in the metaphysical sense. Might have gotten flushed into one of the pipes. Actually, that's pretty likely.
If so, it was flushed all the way to Mobius. Flush! That is the sound of flushing. By the Fisher of Rolando, enough of this biological surgery talk. Lobotomite, listen to my voice. It denominates me to ask, but we need your help. In most probable of probabilities, our enemy, Mobius, has your brain. This is not good. He will most likely come after our brains next. We want you to stop him, somehow, with science. Yes, it is our only chance, a desperate plan that came to us after Mobius's first broadcast. Maybe, just maybe, if we reclaim these buried technologies, we can put an end to Mobius and the horrors spawning from the Forbidden Zone. The plan is very complicated. We are still calculating how it would work if it's... Excellent. This is turning out much better than the activate the retreat protocols and cower in my room idea I had earlier.
Agreed. Oh, and I've used my robotical knowledge to, transmit the radio map waves to... Settle down, 8. I would have gotten it in a second, all right? 8's transmitted the last known coordinates of the research centers. They, well, move sometimes. Or get buried. Or blow up.
8 is correct. All we need are the schematics. This does not mean we do not want the cold hard technology, however. So do not give in to your biological tired laziness and decide you would sweat too much carrying them. You have a new spine. Use it. And even if you die in the act of reclamation, simply reaching them will auto-transmitify the schematics to us. That is still good. For us. The technologies are the X2 transmitter antenna array, used to focus coherent thought at excessively high frequencies.
The psychoanalytic, cardiac dampening, sneaky stealth suit. A suit like nothing this world has ever heard, seen, or could ever see.
And 8's sonic soundwave emitter projectile gun, able to broadcast sound at lethal frequencies. It also gives a great biogel massage.
There. We have informed you of all. If you... Our intentions exactly. The important thing is you rush quickly through this task so as not to waste our time. Do not get curious, or you will end up like the cat of Schrödinger.
We feared you would be tempted to explore Big Mountain Crater and examine the many amazing non-mandatory research labs that lie off your designated path. The many such optional explorations are discouraged. Work hurriedly as if you have blinders on, and leave curiosities and items of interest alone.
So many sciences and developments. Pass them by. Let impatience and the desire to simply finish, to end it all quickly and carelessly guide you.
Terrible.
Right you are, 8. In our test results, we'll make a note about how quickly you ran our maze. Nobel challenge.
After all, there will be plenty of time afterward to partake of the experiments once our bidding is done.
What illogic is this?
There are things here no lobotomite was meant to...
Yeah, we don't come into your lab.
Only the magnificence of our monitors allow for...
You would not dare. The radar fence that surrounds the big mountain crater.
The mighty radar fence protects us all. Get too close to the blinking posts.
If you get near it, your vision will blur as the electrodes in your head shut off one by one.
Possible memory loss will occur, along with long-term nerve degradation. But the nerve degradation is nothing to worry about. Such degradation would take many lifespans to become evident. Such tiny inconveniences are less than the... You see, if rendered unconscious by the pylons, you will be returned to the sink, seemingly instantaneously, by your dead...
Oh, Dr. Klein?
What is it? The lobotomite is asking me things, and I'm trying to ignore them. My processors can't ignore you both at the same time.
Well, you know how we asked it to fetch the sonic emitter thing? Turns out we already have it. What are the odds?
What is this, a high school science fair? Get your act together. You're making us look like a collection of round earthers.
You're always yelling. My receptors can't...
I am yelling because you contaminated specimens can't keep your probes off the volume knob. It is truly the end of all intelligence when the lobotomite... So, if we have the sound wave, sonic...
I believe we need a new frequency embedded into the gun. It was designed to broadcast many sounds once charged.
And it is lost in X8, just as X8 is forever lost to us.
Oh, really, Boros? All you did in high school was call me Fink Tattletale and all the kids you hated, you little teacher's pet brown hound.
Give the lobotomite the emitter. Does it have an audio effect frequency loaded?
Oh, I don't think so. Wait.
What is he doing?
I think he's sonjaculating into the gun. Getting it warmed up. Ding. Turkey's done.
You give it to the lobotomite. I'm not touching that thing.
Oh, I don't think so.
I'll do it if you two are going to be ashamed of your own technological needs. Let me give it a little sonic sterilization first. Ooh. All right. All antibacterial fresh. Here, my little teddy bear. I have thoroughly removed all Robco Termlink code spew from the device. It is clean, shiny, and...
Yes, I believe Watt's Electronics tended to make the battery shelf life on the low end.
They certainly did. Batteries for my vivisectors would always come up short right before climax.
I think Watts manufactured holodiscs. Or was it holotapes? Never can keep those two straight. Anyway, we're out of small energy cells. Dala? You have some? Why do we... Actually, never mind. I don't even want to know. And no, I don't want to handle your batteries. Just pass them on to the lobotomite yourself.
What did it say? Spit?
Oh, I think it wants a combustion pistol.
A gun? Are you mad? We can't give it a gun. Guns kill. Leave big open holes in you that are like sores.
Dr. 8 is correct. We already have given the teddy bear a lethal sonic death ray. filled with his sonic ejaculate and sterilized by my soft oohing. Giving the teddy bear a gun would be the equivalent of following a glass of hemlock with an Abraxo chaser. Delicious and redundantly deadly.
If we're going to bring the Socratic method into it, fine. Give the Lobato bear a combustion gun. Burroughs, don't you have something like that?
Are you mad? We can't give it a gun. Guns... Wait, I said that already. Yes, I have the Cyberdog gun, with the little floppy metal ears and the curious nose sensor. Here.
Fine. Done. That gun makes me uncomfortable anyway. Always worried it's going to hump my chassis. Anything else, lobotomite? Fine, so, yes, get these things for us. Do not attempt to comprehend their complicated schematics. That is for us to do. Well, good. What are the token words spoken in this case? Thank you? Yes, thank you.
Wait, is it leaving? But I volunteer my chambers, so it might be stared at. My monitor radar slowly scanning its form to collect sensitive data.
No, that would put it too close to us. It could press buttons, turn lights on and off, and worse, let other lobotomites in.
We could give it Mobius's old room. That's where its brain got scooped out anyway. And plus, some of its parts are already there. Might be more comforting for it to hang out with its spine and heart. Home is where the heart is, after all. See what I did there? Wet literal.
I suppose. We'll have to move that couch out of there. Been putting that off too long.
H says, let the lobotomite take the Sync Central Intelligence personality chip and reinstall it. That stuffy Mobius program Butler can walk the lobotomite, feed it, barter with it for us.
It would also prevent it from going to Higgs Village and taking up residence there with my teddy bears. And it would be nice to have it so close.
Your logic, combined with my desire to keep the think tank lobotomite free, has swayed me. Here, I present the Sync Central Intelligence. Lobotomite, take this chip to the sink, plug it in, and make sure the chip is clean, or it could skip. Then make whatever crude biologic demands you need of the sink. It will cater to most of your hormonal whims. I cannot dispute your logic.
What, like stuff? Things?
Yes, things.
I don't know. Might be some old Nuka-Cola or Sunset Sarsaparilla bottle caps lying around. It's not currency per se. Still might be enough to trick the thing's trade routines. Mobius put that test line for caps in the code as a debug command, I think.
I don't believe that was Mobius's reason. His wild speculation concerning post-Holocaust economic systems was quite extensive and of high decibel.
Enough! Surrender these so-called bottle caps, Nuka and Sunset alike. In their role as things, they will serve as adequate test subjects.
All right, here, cap away. Hope that stupid chip chokes on them.
Again, your logic is unassailable in its simplistic need. Oh?
Fine. It's not going to help. That chip will probably refuse them anyway, as stuck up as it is.
Are there other chips?
Are you echoing what he said, or are you asking for real?
He's asking, yes. Dr. Klein, there are many other personalities. If you recall, you hurled them off the sink balcony after your argument with Mobius.
It is not an argument if one is clearly right and the other is clearly wrong. I remember now. Yes, lobotomite, there are other chips. But you should stay out of those. No exploring and discovering things. The Sync Central intelligence should be enough for your needs. Yes, there is no more we can do.
If you're done, can we move again? My biogel's starting to crampagulate.
Of course! Go man your science stations! Go! I am surrounded by children.
Oh, freaking hell. That took forever. I'll do that. Finally! Thought they would never shut up.